Well, hello. This is initial response or initial thoughts of the Pomoly Hex Plus Tent with half liner. I do not have the Pomoly stove. I have a Nico Alaskan stove. With that being said, I had to redo the stove jack because the Nico Alaskan stove is a 5-inch stovepipe at the base, and then it tapers to 4-inch up at the top. So I had to cut out the old stove jack that came with the tent, and I sewed in a new one that you can get from the same company that sells the stoves. I'll give you a look at that now. Comes with a little rubber gasket and the storm flap. My stitching is not the straightest or greatest, but it holds and it's good, and it's heat resistant thread. It's the military thread. That fabric, this here, is rated to somewhere around 1,000 degrees. This little rubber gasket is rated to about 800. The stovepipe only gets about 650 up there. But that was too hot for the original stove jack material. With the stove going, I have the top hat opened a little bit. This is my half liner, and the half liner does fit a cot. If you're wondering, that is a one-person cot in there. So with the cot in there, I am 5'8", and I have plenty of room. My feet don't hit this side and my head don't hit that side. And I have it angled, like if this is the half liner, I have that cot angled like this. So I have room up in here where my thumb is to store my duffel bag with my clothes, and on my head end up here I have other stuff stored, and then underneath the cot I got stuff I can put underneath the cot. And it's got the bug screen and everything in the floor, so it keeps everything bug free. So that was one of the things I was wondering and worried about, but it does fit a cot. Not two of them, you're not going to get two people in there on cots, but you could get maybe a twin air mattress in there, and two people closely could sleep in there. You might be able to get a little bit bigger than a twin, or a full, but that'd be pushing it, because the next size up from full is, I think, queen, and I don't think that would fit. But the full would fit, and I know the twin would fit. At any rate, it is Monday, March 29th, 2021. I am on my annual spring vacation here in Missouri, Noblet Lake Campground in the Mark Twain National Forest. I stay for about 2.5 weeks, and this will have been my third night in this tent. Works good. I re-seam sealed the outside seams. The inside seams do come taped, and the fabric itself just sheds water like crazy. But I always do that with new tents, as I re-seam seal everything on the outside. I just get a little bottle of that Coleman seam sealer, and then I go around everything. It's kind of a pain in the butt when you're only 5'8" to get the seams up there, because by the doors here, it's not bad. You can open the door and just get up there. But over on the side by the stove jack and the vent, there's no doors. Go gadget arms. I'm still about 2 foot short, but I got it. And then I had to seam seal my stitching that I put in. That all works good. There's one spot, one little spot on my stitching where when I tripled it to lock it, with this fabric on the sewing machine, the feed doesn't grab it, so you kind of got to do it by hand. And I got a little carried away and went too fast, and I punched a little bit bigger hole than just a needle hole. And it rained, thunderstormed, and wind, and good heavy rain Saturday afternoon, and then Saturday night into early Sunday morning. It just a steady little light rain all night, and she worked good except for that one little pinhole. All I had was maybe 2 little driblets that came down, so not bad. So far I like it. It retains heat pretty good for, just a single wall tent. The one thing I wish it would have, the half liner has got double zippers. You can go like this, or you can just take one and go all the way around, or split them in the middle. The doors do not have that. The doors just have one single zip, and it's either up, open, or down and shut. It would be nice if they could put a double zipper in. Then while you're in here, as long as it's not raining, because you're not going to have that top hat cap, whatever you want to call it, open in the rain anyway. But then instead of having to crawl down there and open that door all the way up to go out to undo that, you could just simply take the zip from the inside and zip down that foot on both sides if need be to vent some heat. That would be an improvement. Otherwise, it's good. I mean, it's good. It's waterproof. The zippers all work good. And it's all good so far. But like I said, this was my 3rd night in it. I will post more of a review in the future, towards the end of my trip. Oh, you guys get the maiden sip. Maiden 2 sips. Oh, I think I'm going to start that. That sounds pretty catchy phrasey. Made that up too. The morning 2 sips. Yeah. First 2 sips of coffee in the morning. Share it with my fellow viewers. The morning 2 sips. Yeah. Sounds like a dance. Could sound like a medical condition too, though. Anyway, I'm still waking up. Oh, I'm getting the stove figured out, finally. It's not for cooking. Or boiling water anyway. Maybe frying an egg. Maybe. Yeah, frying an egg maybe. Making some hash. But because if I crank this sucker open and get a good blazing fire in there to boil the water on and cook on and fry on and everything else, it's too hot in here. I can't sit in here. Even with the top hat open, and well, I suppose if I opened the door all the way up and rolled it open I could. Then I could cook in here. But if I'm going to do that, I might as well just go out to the fire pit. I don't know. I got gas cooking stuff too, so like if it's, I thought maybe this would be nice for if it's raining outside, you know, or snowing, where things are going to get wet. I can close that up a little bit. I could keep the door zipped down and I can have breakfast in here, lunch in here, dinner in here, you know, whatever, whenever it happens to be raining out or snowing, heavy snow. Because the light snow, I could leave the top hat open and the snow would just, you know, disappear before it got anywhere in here. But I can't do that because I figured out last night. Well, I'm still figuring, but I'm closer now. If I stoke this up and get it all burning real good, roast myself out of here, keep the door open, and I still roast in here, and once everything's burning really good, all the pieces are burning really good in there, then I get it to look like this. Little flame and the rest are all coals. Then I shut her down like that. I take this and I put it right there. And the damper stays about right there. Not fully open. I'd say probably 3/4 open. And then that, oh jerky, that radiates plenty enough heat. It's hot up there, but I'm not sleeping up there. I'm sleeping this height. Whoops, this height right here. You can see right there. And it's, I like it warm when I sleep. So it keeps it about 75 to 77, somewhere around there. And that is just right for me. Then I put a light little, I got the fleece blanket in there, just a thin little fleece blanket. Throw that on. Off to visit the La La Wizard. Yeah. So I'm getting it figured out. But if I put any kind of damp wood in there, it doesn't catch and it doesn't turn to embers. So then it just goes out. Oh well. I'm getting it. This is the start of, let's see, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Day 5. Wait. I got here Friday. That day didn't count. Saturday, day 1. Sunday, day 2. Monday, day 3. Tuesday, day 4. You know, yesterday I was calling yesterday day 3. I think when I signed out, and during the day I was saying day 3. It's day 4, because today is day 5. I think it's Wednesday, right? Yeah, it's Wednesday. So it's day 5 today. Woohoo!